I think good governance is very much tied to development. I would define good governance as a progress of development, because often people get into leadership, especially politicians, and it's all about holding your position, holding your role, and doing your duties as defined by your role. But what is the whole point of having different offices and having different roles in government? It's because we want to, at the end of the day, develop our countries and develop the continent. So I feel like good governance in Africa would be any form of leadership and any form of governance that is for the people, that is geared towards developing the country, that is geared towards moving the country from where it is currently to a different state of, existence, making it a way better place than you found it. I think that's what good governance is to me. For me, I'm very big on education, very big on education. So if I was to make reforms in my country, Ghana, or that per se any African country, the first thing I would start with is education. Why? Because for the longest time, African education hasn't been African. Our educational system is set in a way that it was handed to us by the colonizers and the enslavers, and it has really never changed. Back home in Ghana, you're not supposed to have your hair when you're like in school. You have to shave it all the way down. Do you know what's funny about that kind of a policy? When a white kid comes to a Ghanaian school, they don't shave their hair. They keep it. But for us Ghanaians, we have to shave our hair sometimes. And then you don't even know the reason for that kind of a policy. So our educational system is not even set to favor us as Africans, as Ghanaians. One thing again, the textbooks that we use in school are mostly not written by Ghanaians. The stories that I read in books in school, they don't relate to me. Like you're reading about the US, your statistics and examples are being quoted using, other worldly examples. So the first thing I would touch is education, because like we said, it has been said 100 times here today, Bob Marley said that you have to know yourself before you can know where you're going to. And I feel like most of African youth, we are lost because we were never really socialized to actually understand and appreciate ourselves. And where is the first place that you start socializing people after home? The educational system, it's school. So we really have to put an effort into socializing our young people to actually know and understand who they are, to understand their history, to understand where we come from, and then we can actually appreciate and love in ourselves and move forward developing to become a better people. I also say this because education is the root of everything. Whether you're going to become a doctor or you're going to become a teacher or you're going to become a politician, the background of your education, the kind of perception you have, the kind of ideals you have, it's all based on what kind of education you were given. So that's the one thing that I'll focus on. The next thing will be health, because health is a very huge issue in Africa. We have people suffering, we have mothers. I think recently, I really love this man, Captain Ibrahim Traore. He passed a law in Burkina Faso where women don't have to pay to give birth in hospitals. And that's really helping because women die simply because they can't access hospital care and they're pregnant or they're in labor. So that's one other area that I would put a lot of effort in, restructuring the health system to make it more free or affordable to the average citizen. The other thing that I would like to focus on is production. Africans, we are very chilled being the consumers, and we've always been consuming goods from the West. But what's crazy is we have like very beautiful talents in Africa. There are people making like cars out of nothing, making cars that can move using water or radio waves, and we are not actually pushing those people. We're not supporting them. We're not giving them the amount of support and resources they need to actually produce in large scales and then export to other parts of the continent or even other parts of the world. So that's the other thing that I'd really want to focus on if I had the opportunity. And the last one would be on inclusivity. We've all spoken about inclusivity, and I just want to say, just look at us, look at everybody seated here. If you remove the moderator, I'm the only lady in the panelists. That's 1 to 4, 1 to 4. And we all sat here and spoke about inclusivity. So how about the next time we are having a panel discussion, it's not 1 to 4. I think we should be practical. I think we should be practical in everything that we do. We are the young people. We are saying we are going to lead Africa. So if we are going to lead Africa, it should be obvious in everything. Even if it's class, and you're having a class rep, and it's a girl this time around, the next time it should be a boy. Let it be practical in everything that we do, because you can't wait till when you become, I don't know, the president or minister someday, you start doing inclusivity and all that stuff, or you start being transparent. Mr. President, I know you are a very transparent person. I just want to speak there to the student government, student leadership. Wherever you find yourself as a young person, try to be transparent. Try to practice those rules. Try to be integral, be inclusive. Because if you don't take the baby steps, trust you me, you will not get up one day, and when you're in the high position, you know how to actually practice good governance. It starts from below. Thank you all.